We're having the music. Hey, everybody, good evening. This is Pastor Mark. I got with me three of the best brothers in the city of Dallas. I got Jermaine Nation coming with that South Fork look like he JR out here. I got I got, I got brother Maryland coming all the way from that D-town, that Detroit, that Motor City, and I got AJ Banks coming all the way from the Pleasant Grove, i.e. Irving, Texas, if you know him. We're going to be talking about sports. We are Brothers on the Block. We're presented by Victory Baptist Church. Check out our church. We're open every Sunday in person now at 11 o'clock. If you say, hey, I'm still a little skittish about coming in person, that's all right, because we serve you live on the air every Sunday at 11 a.m. And then we do ministries like this. We try to reach you where you at instead of just saying just come on a Sunday morning. But our show is about talking about sports and pop culture and things of that nature, giving you a different perspective from four brothers that love the Lord and love their family, but also love sports and what's going on in culture. So normally we start out with sports, but we say, you know what? Let's hit up a little differently. We're gonna hit one topic, and we're gonna deal right into our big sports topic. The topic is, what is your favorite food and why? We want to start with. Let me start with Jason. I want to hold Jermaine at the end. Jermaine is a connoisseur of good living, and I think I think he can bring that gentle quonside, we won't call it whatever we want to call it. He can bring all that out and make it look like man, that was all right. But we'll start with Jason. Jason, what's your favorite food, man?
Oh man, I'm a simple guy, man. I'm gonna go with meatloaf. Actually,
Meatloaf, some home cooking.
Yeah, since I can't, I don't want anybody to frown on me just for saying bacon, because that's what I want to say. Any and all things bacon, probably would be top of the list. But
it's all pork.
Yeah, but meatloaf, and if it's not meatloaf, shepherd's pie.
Shepherd pie, okay.
Interesting.
I feel like that's a northern flavor right there, shepherd pie.
What's in shepherd's pie?
It is either ground beef or turkey, some vegetables of your liking, whether it's corn, carrots, peas, you name it, onions, whatever. But then it's freshly whipped mashed potatoes laid over top of that in the pan. You put that in the oven. It kind of crust the top, sprinkle some cheese on it, and it's like an all-in-one meal. So when you scoop out, you scooping everything. You see the layers.
Yeah.
So is Demetria cooking like that for you? She hitting the shepherd pie up for you?
I make the shepherd's pie.
Okay.
She make the meatloaf.
She make the meatloaf. Okay. All right. AJ, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is gonna have to be pork chops.
Pork chop. Now I need y'all to know AJ picky on his food. AJ don't eat all kind of food.
I do not eat all kind of food, but if you cook me a juicy pork chop, fried and right, man, I'm good to go.
Have you had the pork chops at Perry's?
At who?
That's the thick one.
Steakhouse.
No, I haven't had those. No, not at Perry's. No.
We got to take them to that.
Yeah.
That right there. So we need a sponsorship from Perry's. That at Perry's, which is in Uptown.
That's the one downtown, right?
Downtown on McKinney. That pork chop will change your life.
Bro.
It is that good.
We actually went there for our anniversary, but I had the steak, and then after that, everybody was like, "Oh, you should have had the pork chop." Come on,
man. Right.
Come on.
And then on Friday,
somebody had told me that.
Friday
is
like
day?
$15. Friday is $15.
Okay.
Right.
I had never, and I don't even want to steal the light, but I had never had a pork chop to where all three sections
Yeah,
of the pork. He was like, like this is the fillet side,
yeah,
then this was like it was
right,
man,
right,
every section was off the chain. The little
right.
apples that came with it.
Yeah, crazy,
Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, that
crazy,
little jam that comes with it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
crazy. And because you feel like, am I eating a steak?
Right.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
like, no, it's a pork chop.
It was like this.
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a pork chop.
See, yeah, I wish I would have known. Yeah, we went there for our anniversary, but I did not know about they post.
I would
All
say
I
you
knew
need,
about was the steak, and it was like, oh man.
I would say you need to go back. I would say
Yeah.
you need to go back because that's the Perry's to me for maybe for the culture is a hidden. Now I don't want everybody don't treat it like
Yeah.
Papa Joe's. Don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Don't do that. And don't treat it like Lubridge, y'all. I don't want all these. I mean, I love everybody, but I don't need everybody messing up Perry's. Perry's because it's real nice,
Mhm.
and I mean
Yeah.
it's a nice area. And I'm telling you that lunch because I had took my Kirk, my Baylor, and one thing is on a lunch on Friday is affordable too,
Oh man.
and
Okay.
it's good. You get more food, man.
Yeah, we need to
So
go back. We need. Yeah.
yeah, they trying to tell you and Sister Lucy need to go, and that's for all her Kim folks in East Texas. Need to go down there to do a date night.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely want to go back, and now I want them.
So my favorite food is Chinese food. I finally turned the tide in my family where people are eating Chinese food. It's not healthy. I'm not gonna tell you it's healthy. But it's been my COVID-19. Like help me, Lord. Chinese food is my stretch food. I like combination fried rice, sweet and sour pork. My mom was the one that got me hooked on Chinese food when I was really, really young, and I love Chinese. It just brings me to a place of like, man, everything gonna be all right. Second place would be soul food, but I love Chinese food. You can't. I don't think you can beat it. It's the best food to me ever. That's just me. Now here we go with Jermaine.
Uh-oh.
So what is your food, Jermaine?
I mean, I would definitely say my favorite food definitely is pizza. And I think it stems from like when I was younger, like I used to have like really bad migraine headaches. And so the doctor was like, you can't eat a lot of it because it, your headaches, stem from that and chocolate or whatever. So as I became an adult, I was just like, I'm grown now. Headaches, and now we about to eat this pizza. And that's the crazy thing is that I didn't even start eating pizza like that until like I moved back to Dallas from Chicago. And if anybody knows anything about Chicago, Chicago is home to deep dish pizza. And so I didn't even eat a lot of that when I was there. But it's like as soon as I moved back to Dallas, it's like the light flipped on. It's like wait, and so I would definitely say pizza. Tex-Mex is definitely a close second. My mom ate Mexican food like twice every Friday while she was pregnant with me. So. Yeah, definitely Tex-Mex is a close second.
Yeah, they already clowning you in the comments.
All right.
I'm laughing at the comment.
What is this place on Rowlett, Jason?
It's a Chinese place in Rowlett. It's a hole in wall spot, but
That's that spot.
yeah, that place is off the chain. I had to send you the information to it. I mean, whenever you in that direction.
I feel like the best spots are holding the wall spots, no matter what. You don't want to bring where code compliance will shut it down the next day. That's the best.
and like I have no idea how I stumbled upon it. I mean, one day, but like if you a fresh egg roll type of guy, like where they just made them by hand.
Yeah.
Back, it's got all the right ingredients. Like it's got the bean sprouts and everything else in them. But
you know what? It's somebody. You know what? It's all good. It's somebody in the comments. They trying to compare everybody yesterday.
No, but
0-3 on two teams. 0-3. It's all good.
But hold on. So Jermaine, you not a Pizza Populous guy?
What is that?
That's a Chicago-based deep dish pizza spot. That is the premier. Like you go to Pizza Populous, you spending, $20, $25, $30 for pizza for your own pizza.
You already went out his price range. His price range is about $10.
They got the seafood. If you a seafood guy, right?
I eat a little bit.
They got seafood pizza. They got like a deep dish pizza topped with. I mean, like you can get whatever you want. You can get thin crust. You can get whatever. But they're famous for all these different type of deep dish pizzas, all different styles. But it's a Chicago. It's a Midwestern chain, but they're real heavy in Chicago and Detroit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. The only two spots that I ate was Uno's and Giordano's when I lived in Chicago.
I mean, Uno's is man, it's like an upscale. It's like an upscale. I don't want to say Pizza Hut, man, but it's a up. You know what I'm saying? It's an upper scale like bar type. You come in, sit down. You know, they got the TVs. But the pizza was good. It's like a Boston's, which they got an Uno's here. Actually, I think the one in Garden closed down.
Yeah, they have a Uno's in Fort Worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just the comments.
Yeah, Jason,
I travel, man. Look. Hey, look, when they where that thing at, man? When you get to go places and you get to swipe this one.
Don't put your card out there.
Yeah, no. That's a canceled one. That's a canceled one.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
You don't folks greedy.
Man, I ain't worried about that one. That's an expired one. That's why it's sitting up behind this little collection back there.
Okay, Jason is well traveled. That is real. Jason is well traveled. There's no doubt in that, and well traveled and well stayed. Some people can be traveled, but you ain't been nowhere. But Jason, he can say, "Oh, I had a little bit of this, a little bit of that." Now, but Jermaine, you were in New Orleans for college. Mm-hmm. You had no beignets or nothing down there.
So when I was at Dillard, I did have beignets. What I did not have is I did not have seafood, and people always clown me like you were at in New Orleans for 4 years, the capital of seafood, and you didn't have anything. Not at all.
I mean, I don't blame you.
There's nothing else to eat down there. What did you eat? Pizza?
Pizza, Chili's, Burger King, Taco Bell.
Oh man, yo, like it's a rule of thumb. When you go outside of your home state, you don't eat nothing that you can get back at the house.
Right.
I make it a point to find, like, I'm not going to Chili's. I'm not,
Chili's anywhere.
Right, in Chili's anywhere. I'm looking up for stuff like I can't even pronounce this restaurant, but that is where I'm going. Let me call and put an order in.
When I was so crazy, I didn't have my first shrimp po' boy until like maybe 2010, 2011, and that was at like Razoo's in Fort Worth.
Come on, don't do that. I wouldn't even mention that. I would have kept that to myself.
I mean, that's not even. You came back to Texas to have a chain restaurant, po' boy.
Right.
You ain't get the one where they was scooping it on there.
Right. When Kelly and I went to Philly, that's why I got Philly cheesesteak. Man, and I don't know what Geno's or the other place. That Philly cheesesteak was off the chain. And then going to school in the Virginia area, we went up into Maryland and getting crabs, like where was blue crabs, wherever it is. I never had crabs, from Texas. We basically eating steak and whatever else we're doing. But I agree with you, Jason. When you outside, you can't get no Razoo's, po' boy. When you were in New Orleans.
Yeah.
See, that's
not
me.
At all.
I'm so picky. I'm looking for the same places I can get right here.
Right.
Right. I'm looking for the Razoo's, the PC's, the McDonald's.
I want you to try some new foods.
I just don't trust people cooking like that.
I mean, you live once.
I don't know. I just always been that way. I don't know.
When we went to Miami and we got that, man, wasn't that Cuban food good?
That was taking a chance, but it was good.
Oh yeah, that Cuban food at like Havana.
That was good.
Is awesome.
Man.
Which is annoying. It is not annoying.
This is the first time she chimed in, and we've been doing the show for almost 2-3 months. That was some deep rooted, like, I'm tired. I wish you would try some stuff.
Yeah, AJ messing up the Von Shui.
Right. I know he wasn't fried pork.
Look, I've said that from now on out, I'm gonna try new things. So I'm gonna try new.
That's good. There you go. There you go. They try to tell you that you got urban palate.
Yep.
But AJ's not gonna go Sweet Georgia Brown either now.
Yeah.
AJ not trying a bunch of different foods.
I think Sweet Georgia Brown the most disgusting place, man.
Oh,
Because all your food be touching together and everything. It look like
I'm about to say, yeah, you one of them guys, huh? You everything got to be separate. You got to have a line down the middle.
yeah.
Matter of fact,
It look like slop in the plate. Like, no, I don't want no slop in the plate, man.
in my house, I got the regular paper plates, right? I'm pretty sure you got the trays where everything. Let me see a little scoop go there. Make sure the walls is high enough to where the sauce won't spill over.
Yes, sir. It gotta be separate.
Look,
my wife say all the time it all go down the same way. Yeah, but when you're eating, it's all about presentation. I'm a presentation guy. It just gotta look good. I don't care if it's good. Like if it don't look good, it's not good.
I used to be like that when I was younger. Like when I would go to like my relative's house, in Louisiana or whatever. For those of you that don't know, both of my parents are from Louisiana. So we would go for like Thanksgiving or whatever. And I was the kid that like my hot water cornbread could not touch like the pot liquor of the collard greens. Like if that I would just go crazy. Yeah. Now
that's
all soggy. Yeah.
But that's what it's for. The cornbread is to help scoop up juices. You ain't got the cornbread is not its own separate place.
But it's good by itself. You don't want it to be mixed with all these other different flavors. I want to taste what it's like by itself.
Are you trying to say you would not eat the cornbread with the black eyed peas, with the collard greens?
I don't even eat black eyed peas. So
yeah, that's nasty.
If that's on the plate, it's
black eyed peas is y'all ain't hear nobody really making them for you right. Black eyed peas is good. Y'all don't know. See, that's what they don't have an urban palate. They got a bougie palate.
Welcome to Red Lobster. Y'all ain't got no chops? Huh? What kind of place is this?
Nope, I ain't gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it.
So y'all don't like no black eyed peas. I know, like Kelly, she's not gonna drink Kool-Aid. She's not going to eat watermelon, and her fried chicken. She'd rather have fried chicken from Bubbles. She does not want no Holes or Williams, Kale, you name it. She don't want no Papa. It gotta be, the bougie chicken place.
Oh wow!
Like, that's what I'm living with. I don't know what Chris and I did. We got these bougie pickers.
See, no, because I love Williams. I think Williams is the best chicken ever. Can't nobody top Williams chicken.
Oh, let's go, Lamar.
I'm not.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say we have a fan football going on too. So
Mark, look, you see that? See that in the background on AJ's screen? You see that, right?
Yeah, Lamar gone. Yeah,
okay.
He was almost gone.
Okay. So we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it regular.
He on the game already.
So anyway, so I'm trying to host and I be in my fan football. So yeah. So yes. Oh yeah. So Misha talking about her black card gone. It could be. So but she got other things that she like. She'll eat her black eyed peas. I don't know why y'all eat her black peas. My dad don't like black eyed peas. So okay, so we almost getting close to that big talk. I feel like it's a big talk coming at the end, but we'll hit the NBA. So just reported Doc Rivers has lost his job. Doc Rivers has lost his job.
And if
go ahead.
I want to thank everybody that had signed the petition that Market put out to get Doc fired. We successfully got enough votes. We got him up out of there, man. 2 weeks in a row talking about this man shouldn't have no job, and I mean, voila.
And the funny thing is, my wife said it's because you. I said no. I'm like, what? She said you mentioned it, and his brother lost his job.
Right.
Like, no, you made history 3-1. You lost. Sir.
Yeah, he was gone.
He was gone.
I definitely don't think it's Lakers in 6.
First of all, so let's get to that. So we now talk about Doc Rivers. He's on the market, but now we talk about who's going to win the championship. AJ has said, who AJ again?
I think Miami in 7. Y'all
You
know I'm
saying
the
some
eyeball.
you saying some outlandish things as usual on the show.
Hey, that'd be great.
Miami in 7. What's up, Jason?
Miami ready. Them young boys ready.
I mean, I don't want y'all saying I'm jumping on the bandwagon again for the second week in a row of calling out the sleeper team when we first started talking about NBA. I mean, at this point, you got to take them serious. They walked the ladder. I mean, in easy fashion. They walked the ladder. Yeah, I mean, it's set up for the Lakers to win.
Let me a sec. Can we take Nate Yow's stuff off because he got that Seahawks mess on his picture, and we ain't fooling with
Oh yeah, come on.
Hey, look, man. Nate's favorite player is Russell Wilson. All right.
I understand you can put Russell on.
He didn't play good. He didn't play good anyway.
We don't get to that right now.
We talking about NBA, fellas.
I know.
Well, he posted. Come on,
Nate, it hurts what you've done, Nate. I'm gonna let it be there. We're gonna talk about it in a minute, Nate. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. It's hurtful because I love that young man, and he hurt me like he did. But we're gonna talk about that. And look, see this, and that's coming from the producer who's also hurtful. Has done some things and hit you with that picture again. But I see you. So AJ saying the Lakers in 7. What you say, Jason?
Yeah, no, Miami in 7.
Miami in 7.
Miami in 7.
What you saying, Jason?
I mean, I want the upset. I want Miami in 7, even though I feel like it's probably going to be Lakers in 6. But I want to see Miami in 7.
Jason just want chaos. He just wants some chaos.
Again, they deserve to be respected at this point.
Yeah,
no doubt. The 76ers messed up by letting Jimmy Butler go down to Miami because they're not the same team. And I think some people need to put respect on Jimmy Butler's name. The Timberwolves did this to Jimmy Butler. The Bulls, everybody, but Pat Riley said, that's the dude I want. And Pat Riley knew what he was doing. As always, I got much respect for Pat Riley. So what you saying, Jermaine? Who's going to win?
I think, like Jason said, Lakers are in 6. But I definitely have to give my hats off to Miami. Miami has, some, young cats, with Jimmy Butler that are ready to go. My thing is that, I look at every game they played and they have shooters that do nothing but shoot the whole game. And you would think that you would be able to, make a game plan against that. So I think it's gonna be trouble for LeBron and them. I think they'll pull it out because they have some bigs, but it's gonna be some trouble.
Look, I'm telling you, Miami's gonna put Jimmy Butler and Crowder on LeBron, and it's gonna slow LeBron down. The defensive guys.
But to me, LeBron is definitely a key. But AD,
it's gonna be up to AD.
Right, and AD gonna bring. I think AD gonna bring that home. And this is they're already putting that Kobe mix in. I cannot see the Lakers not bringing this all the way home. And because if they do, no one's gonna say, well, they won the championship in a bubble. If the Miami wins, I think people say, well, it's a legit championship. It's just hate. I'm not saying that's right. I'm saying I just think that's gonna be some hate. If Miami should win.
Didn't AD only sign a 1 year?
He did, but I think
he gonna run.
I thought it was like an opt-out, but maybe it's a 1 year. I think he's gonna stay there.
Yeah, it's a 1-and-1.
I think that money gonna be nice for him. The LA money, LeBron, that's just a culture. It's kind of like how Shaq left Orlando. And go ahead.
I just don't think he can do it. Because like you said, it's gonna come down to AD. And I just don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
Well, I feel like a lot of people got to put respect on. Okay, you're gonna talk either that. LeBron has been to finals for this decade, every final except for one, and then he was hurt. Y'all got to put respect on that man's name.
I mean, I would put more if he also didn't have a record for losing the most finals.
But he did not always have the complete. I think he's got a better team.
We're not talking about that though.
Yeah,
like that's irrelevant for the fact that you made it to the big dance and
he carried them there.
He carried him there, and we couldn't get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the argument that comes up when you try to put him in that convo with other people. Because when those other people got to the big dance, they went ahead and brought it home, and they got hands full of rings. They win-loss, percentage is on the positive side. It's not a, I forget what LeBron look LeBron's playoff record up, but it's definitely not. He's not in the black.
Well, I mean, no, because when we talking about going almost 10 times, but I'm saying, and he went to the West, and he now has one in the West, and I know next year could be very different, but I just, LeBron gonna bring that home for a lot of different reasons. Y'all gonna have to put some respect on the man. I'm not saying he's born in the 90s or whatever, but we gotta say he's dominated this generation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you say that,
no,
KD right there too. Kawhi Leonard right there. Come on, man.
There you go.
KD
right there. Kawhi Leonard right there. Steph Curry right there. Klay Thompson. He ain't the only one that dominated. He ain't the only one that dominated.
And this is the part of the show that's sponsored by Hennessy, right?
Your communion drink on Sunday. No,
but he's not the only one. He ain't the only one that dominated, man.
I'm just saying, KD has not dominated. He's had to go to other places. He had to go to somebody else's house to get help.
So did LeBron.
No, LeBron, to me, it's been LeBron's team. Wherever he's gone, that's really LeBron's team.
Right.
But why? Because the fans say so?
No, that's just how the setup is. Like they cleared house to make room for LeBron to come in. He's had privileges that other players just don't have when it come down to personnel. Right. Like he got that MJ privilege. Like, nope, we need this guy. Look at JR, for instance. JR along for the ride.
That's all he is.
He along for the ride. Why?
He's here to make them laugh.
Hey, look, I need my mans out here. Plus he know the plug. He need to be out here.
Right. I'm just saying for KD, that was Steph Curry. No, Steph Curry was let's go get KD. I'm cool with that. That's why Draymond was like trying to fight him on the court. Cause like we brought you in, you weren't nothing. Now we'll see.
Draymond Green? Come on, really?
Saying Draymond was gonna whoop. Now Draymond was gonna whoop that fool.
He probably would, but he can't ball either.
KD was not gonna beat Draymond. His name is Draymond. You cannot beat Draymond and get beat. Draymond was going to beat up KD, and they had a whole Draymond back, and Draymond was steady talking. You know that. And I'm just saying, with the Nets, it's going to be interesting. That's all I have to say with that, because you got two kind of perky individuals that, they ain't the best team players, at times. So we'll just see.
I just want to see y'all that Monday after Game 7.
And with Steve Nash, I'm like, I don't know what Steve Nash is gonna do, drawing up the plays at the end. Like, you gonna tell KD and Kyrie? No.
Yeah.
Steve Nash, you're gonna be along for the ride too. Just like JR. They might well put JR on the coaching staff.
It's gonna be a problem. Like if Steve Nash doesn't take those guys to the finals, like in the first, I would say, couple of seasons or whatever, it's gonna be a problem.
But they will.
See, but then go back to what we talking about by Miami. Remember, Jimmy Butler ain't no punk. So Pat Riley, whatever he got to do after this season, he gonna do that. That's what Pat Riley does. If he need more help, I'm just saying, Miami is a strong force in the East.
But I'm riding for Miami. But did they face any bona fide superstars besides Giannis? And the East was weak.
Now you talking about Miami going to beat the Lakers. Now you talking about how Miami ain't that good.
And listen, the reason why I say Miami is going to beat the Lakers because it is. Those young guys are hot right now. Those young guys are balling on every end of the court. When you look at John, when you look at that rookie hero or Hiro, however you pronounce the name, but them boys out there balling. But when you look at the East wasn't that strong, and that's gonna show y'all how weak LeBron really was. When they get beat by a team coming out the East, that the East wasn't really that strong. Okay. That's why LeBron ran out the East. His time gonna be done in the East.
I don't know what LeBron did to you back in the day. It's like automatic LeBron hate. I don't know what this brother did to you.
He ain't did nothing to me.
Man, I'm like, I feel like you'll go up to the school and do something. Like to get his
Hey man, yeah, because LeBron gonna be the guest speaker for the Destiny luncheon, right? At St. Philip's. You gotta make sure AJ is not on the premises.
Right, y'all gotta have extra security. Get your hands out my pocket.
Hey, you gotta have to understand what Jermaine just try to.
Hey, right? It ain't that crucial, bro. I don't dislike the man that much.
But
I don't man. I dislike him as an athlete, not as a man.
Okay.
As an athlete only, the man has done great, wonderful things off the court, like you say, opening up the school and just doing all the work that he have in the community. So as a man and as a person, I respect him. But as a player, he just was. He a crybaby.
Well, let's talk about some
in 94, 95, back when Jordan was balling, he wouldn't have made it.
Well, let's talk about some crybabies with this NFL then. Let's talk about some real crybabies. So first, the streak is over. Detroit has won a game. Y'all gotta get on the class. Motor City back. They beat the Cardinals. I don't know. They got a little money to do that. But Detroit won the game. New York still both teams 0-3. But anyway.
In other news.
Right, in other news. News you can use together, they're 0-6.
Pass the video feed about to go out.
It's gonna come. I don't understand how Adam Gase.
Oh wow!
I see how it went. You gotta watch it.
Wow!
Wow, it went like that.
Come flying across the screen.
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing about the fifth.
He come back on glasses sideways.
I wish. What I really wish is I could share it with Erica. Was just really heartbroken. Erica Yao was heartbroken last night over the Cowboys losing, and we had some haters point out that salt. The producer, and it was hurtful. And I just asked her to get off Facebook with all that mess, and then it became another kind of show. And folks asking where am I going to be sleeping and stuff. So you already know we get abused in the relationship. It's okay.
And it's getting a little cold outside too.
Well, we're gonna start it over with the Cowboys. We're gonna start over with the Cowboys. The defense is terrible. Cowboys suck on defense. The defense is terrible. We don't have secondary. I don't know who Jordan is, but this Jordan needs to go to the house. He is terrible. Dak Prescott did his thing, almost threw 500 yards. Anybody trying to question Dak Prescott, you're crazy. But you do have the question, why would you not put a ball in your Pro Bowl running back? Only 14 times, Dak threw 57 times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I think, like you said, I fully expected like Seattle to like really run them out of the stadium. So the fact that they played well, like you said, it's the defense. It's always been their defense.
Thank you,
and I think that
that's really good.
I think that in order for Dak really to get that $40 million contract, he's gonna have to be like at that 2-minute mark. He's gonna have to be a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers, because yesterday, I mean, they were getting there, but it's just like a lot of people say, like if he wants that contract, he's gonna be able to have to make those big plays. You know what I'm saying, when they need it the most.
But Deshaun don't do it. Deshaun lost it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Why Deshaun get paid, but Dak can't get paid? Well, I know the reason. Because they got a terrible GM and coach in Houston who need to lose both their jobs. So since I got Doc fired, that's my next goal is to get O'Brien and Houston fired and Adam Gase. I feel like them two brothers go. That's better days.
They shouldn't have lost that game. They was actually balling. They came out putting the pressure on that Houston game, and I walked away for a little bit, come back, and they lost.
Right.
I don't know how.
See, and this is some terrible coaching, but I just need people. The Cowboys, if Cowboys are so bad, it shouldn't even been that close, right?
Yeah.
We had the refs. We played the refs. Nate, we played the refs and the Seahawks. I mean, y'all talking about we pushed dude out of bounds? Like, come on. Like, this stuff is silly. And it's that kind of stuff. But once again, I put on the Cowboys. Run Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard. I don't understand why you have two good running backs. We won't run them. And that's on Moore. Kellen Moore got to go up. He's not with Jason Garrett anymore. We ain't trying to be 0-3 like the Giants. Do better.
Well,
that's that one more D. One more D.
Can't wait
AJ.
for that Encyclopedia Britannica to come flying across the screen.
Shoo!
AJ, I know you've been quiet. AJ, what's your thoughts?
I mean, it's just like Brother Nate say. I mean, it's the plays. I mean, if you look at the Cowboy plays, they so simple. When you look at other teams, when you look at why Deshaun Watson got paid, when you look at their playbook, the way they execute, how they use that guy, they use him in ways that they really can win. Like he always in the opportunity to win the game. But when you look at what Dallas doing, it's the same simple Jason Garrett stuff. Like I couldn't tell that Jason Garrett went on the sideline for what, the second week in a row. You know, it seemed like Jason Garrett was still there. So it's the play calling and then again the defense. Those guys are young, they're good, but they're young, inexperienced, and just man, it's gonna be tough if that defense don't shape up. Mike Nolan, I mean, like I say, he's a good defense coordinator, but he got to get those guys together.
I thought the defensive line looked a lot better. Now seeing Alden Smith, I mean, he looked like a beast. Russell Wilson, man, y'all got to put his. Oh my goodness, this dude is. Oh, come on.
That's really the same truth. Same stuff since Emmett. Since Emmett and Marion Barber, Julius Jones, same plays.
What was it last week? Who was talking about the deep ball pass, man. He was like 53 or 63% for passes beyond 40 yards. And he started this game off with a 50-something yarder to Metcalf that just dropped over the top, right in his hands. Like no one else throws that. I mean, Drew Brees used to a couple years back before he started losing some of that velocity. But no one throws that ball that pretty. Like Lockett was wide open. Three. I mean, are we talking the very first one? Yeah, wasn't nobody near Lockett within 20 yards on the first one, at least 10 on the second one, and 10 on the third one.
So that's why. That's why Russ didn't really have a good game. The defense just gave it to him. I mean, anybody could have went out there and seen these players wide open.
I mean,
like they were literally wide open.
If you say it like that, then basically that's saying Seahawks didn't have to work hard because the defense was trash.
They didn't, because we had a bomb defense out there. The boss was bomb.
But I do think our defense was scared of Russell Wilson. I mean,
and they should be.
And they should. And so I think it was more attention to Russell Wilson, and maybe didn't respect his wide receivers. You probably should have, but I think we got to get better in this. I mean, I'm not scared of the NFC East. The NFC East is garbage. Philly, terrible.
Yeah, terrible.
Ass wins, terrible. Ask him. We terrible. he gonna tell you I'm terrible. You can go ask Washington. They're gonna say we terrible. We lost to the Browns. We terrible. And then you can go ask them. Sorry, 0-3 Giants. They pick up our trash. Jason Garrett, they terrible. So I'm not scared about that. But then you don't want to get to the playoffs looking like the Mavericks. I ain't trying to diss. You know what I'm saying? You get to the playoffs, then you're just gonna lose. I don't want to do that either. Because and I'm about to shift the conversation. Because who is still that bad man is Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah.
Man. Oh. Because Drew is not there anymore, but Aaron Rodgers is doing the same.
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make my prediction, my football prediction right now for a team that is going to continue to surprise people. Going forward, you guys have to put this team on your radar now, just because of the quarterback change. Just because of the quarterback change. I'm going on record to say that Chicago is about to go on a spree. Trubisky got pulled, and Foles came right in. He actually came in and hit Allen Robinson in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown that the defender actually came up with the ball after they did a flip, and they ended up calling it an interception. So Falcons went 3 and out. He got the ball back, and he scored 3 unanswered points to win that game in the fourth quarter for Chicago. Trubisky couldn't get the ball 50 yards the whole game. So I'm saying Foles got his money. I'm saying it's Foles time in Chicago, and he about to go to work with them with that lineup of folks he got. The defense is decent.
See, Jason, this is my thing with Nick Foles. I think he's great in small windows.
Yep.
Small stretch of time. When he had the whole season, he's never put together an entire season looking good. Now, we won't say, hey, they knocked out 3 games, not going to get him through the stretch, and he's also not durable. I think, I don't know.
I mean, so Super Bowl time, the Super Bowl time, he come off of that. He go get his money, and he get hurt. And never had a chance after coming back from getting hurt to really show himself. So this is his time. Like this is the time that he's going to have more than 2 games. Because he got hurt first game of the season out the gate. Hey, new contract, new money. We talking second, third play of the game. He going for the season.
Right. Now, I don't want to share in fantasy football how I feel about Nick Foles and his potential wide receivers, because I got some people on here, Jermaine, that will steal your stuff. And then you try to claim people on wires you like, I know that brother didn't just do that to me. And so I won't be quiet, because I do agree you got a better quarterback who may be a lot better for some of the wide receivers for the Bears. But I'm hoping he lasts. I mean, I hope he can. That's my big thing. Can he make it through the season?
It's not like Trubisky is getting pressured and sacked every other drop back. Trubisky has time. He's just not he's not completing passes. Like he's throwing interceptions, making bad decisions, holding on to the ball too long. When he's good, he looks good, but when he's bad, it's horrible.
Well, I mean, Trubisky should never got drafted. He only played 1 season. It's like you had because correct me if I'm wrong, Deshaun Watson is that draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Watson had won 2 championships. Trubisky, nothing. 1 season at North Carolina. Like, at North Carolina.
Right.
Like, that was just a bad. And his pick, I think, number 2. I don't think number 1, but either way, it's a high draft pick. 1 or 2. And it's like, why? And now it's a wasted pick. Because you got Nick Foles that's going to, I know. and that's in the Bears, and I wish we had our brother on here who love his Bears. I would love to have that conversation, because I'm like, don't be leery of having a quarterback of color. Because I think that's Deshaun Watson. That's also Mahomes' draft, right? There's a couple people. It's a good draft, but Trubisky is not that one.
Right.
And now you're going to show nothing for it. And that's going to hurt you in the long run, because you gave up that stuff for the linebacker. Like, what's your draft going to look like in the next 3 or 4 years? Mm-hmm. But and thank you, Nate, for talking about Josh Allen. He's on my fantasy football team. He's a breath of fresh air.
Forget Josh Allen, man. Let's talk about that jacked up defense you had, man. Everybody is on performance enhancing drugs. I know it. Like, the Colts ain't had no defense look like that, man, since Manning in the Super Bowl days.
Look, once again, I'm going back to the Jets are horrible. Adam Gates is horrible. Horrible. He's like, you talking about not having a good resume. You know one person, but he know Peyton Manning, but you don't. Peyton Manning was already a G because of Archie. You didn't make Peyton Manning Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning been Peyton Manning because of Archie back in the day and all the way up to today. Adam Gates, who are you? You would do that looking up on $1 million jobs and they're looking terrible every time.
Petition for Adam Gates and who else?
And O'Brien.
O'Brien.
And we're always gonna put Jason Garrett, but it's too early. But I'm just saying, Adam Gates. That's why I knew. I said, okay, I'm gonna put this coach up because the Jets are not good. He doesn't use his talent. It's a talented team on paper. So at some point, you gotta say it's the coach, not the players. I know the Giants are terrible. On paper, they look terrible. But the Jets on paper look like something. I'm just
hold on. I can't even drink that right there. So what you just said, just for correction, is that on paper, from a talent perspective, player pool perspective, that the Jets look better on paper than the talent pool that the Giants have.
Yeah, and I'm taking Barkley out. Take Barkley out. Yes. I'm saying the quarterback, Donald, on paper, should be a lot better than Daniels.
Wait, I'm biased on Donald. I hate
Donald. USC, he should be better than the Duke, not a Duke.
He should be farther along.
Right. Because Haskins is looking better than Daniels right now. And I didn't think the Giants were going to pick Haskins because they're another team like the Bears, But Haskins is starting to look like he's maturing. And he's also a winner. I believe in picking winners. If you win, it's something about you that has a desire to win and overcome. That's why I like Dak. Dak may not have won championships, but he was winning in our division at Mississippi State. So he desires to win. Ezekiel Elliott, he been part of championship team. You've been part of losing, you're going to bring that losing up in here too. I mean, ask Jermaine, he finally coming home. He shared a couple text messages and so forth, and he's coming home because he tired of being out there on that island losing. He coming home.
It's like it's like being in the old Baptist church, like when they do the invitation to discipleship. So they have the chairs facing the audience, like at the altar. So that's how I kind of feel today.
He's gonna walk down.
Right.
On down.
You make one step, Jesus will make two.
I feel a lot of pressure on you, but you gonna walk down. Now, I'm not even trying to talk about the Cowboys. I mean that's gonna get real. The Cowboys have made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest? The Cowboys are it's like having a bad relationship. You want this girl to do better, to get a job, to go to school. You put all kind of money. Come on, go to school, cook, and then they mess up. And the Cowboys, they almost there.
They're closer than we can think.
I know he ain't trying to use my own
altar call. Wow.
I'm just helping you out, man. I'm helping you out with the slides.
All I'm saying, the Cowboys it's a tough love because we shouldn't be looking like this. On paper,
we're a lot better.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all had 2 weeks, 2 weeks of 2 high scoring affairs, which really comes back down to the defense. I mean, it wasn't like the offense, wasn't putting up points. Like all jokes aside, I mean, the offense had to put them points up both weeks in a row because they couldn't stop the other team from rolling. Because the first 3 out of 5 Seahawk possessions, they went down the field. And they went down the field quick.
Yes.
Because if Russ dumping off 40-yard pass here, 50-yard pass there, we already at the other end zone. Yeah, wide open. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cowboys got the ball back. So the Cowboys had no choice but to come down the field and put some points up. Otherwise, it was really going to look ugly. But yeah, against anybody else, maybe 4 other teams that the outcome comes out to kind of what it was. But the rest of the league, yeah, the Cowboys steamrolled everybody else if they was putting up that type of offensive production because y'all defense didn't look that horrible last year.
Because I'm saying we lose to the Browns this week, I won't ever mention the Cowboys on this show ever again.
That's you. That's you. I'm still gonna mention the Cowboys because you got to just ride with it.
Man, y'all let Baker Mayfield dance at the 50-yard line on y'all.
You know what? Losses don't even bother me no more. I'm so used to them. We just get surprised when we get a win. We're like, oh, what? We won? Losses just like, oh, okay, well.
Wait. That is not the tone. That is not the tone we was carrying the past 2 weeks, man. You was ready to fight folks on the live stream the past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? He was like, meet me down at Harry Hines and such and such. It's on. I mean, we had to calm you down.
You got to keep the faith. You just got to have the faith, but you already know what's gonna happen.
So AJ, are you still gonna? Are you saying today that they're still gonna go 13-3?
Man, we got to turn it around.
I told y'all last week. I said we might take that L. I told you. I said this Sunday
we won it too right now. That's just one more loss. I don't know, man.
We're gonna beat the Browns. We're gonna beat the Browns.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I said if I said y'all gonna face Atlanta again with a better defense, somewhat, and slightly better defense.
You know what? As long as Baylor keep winning the way they win, I ain't worried about the Cowboys. How about that?
Now you're getting off the bandwagon altogether. You just threw the Cowboys out. Dirty laundry right here, Cowboys over there. Just
at least my college team balling right now.
At least now Oklahoma who lost.
What's y'all thoughts on the NCAA? We know the Cowboys lost. We know we struggling. Man, what about this college football?
You want us to go straight out of it? You want to talk? Hey, look, we always want to talk about it. We're like, I'm good.
He gonna be on the telecast next week with his high school basketball jersey on. Hey, look, this right here. This is all that matters right now, man. Right. We up, baby.
No, this is a sports show. So what about Texas versus Tech? Did y'all see that game though? That was a game.
That was a good game.
Texas versus Tech. Come on, we gotta talk some college.
Well, let's say this: Oklahoma losing. I wonder how that's going to affect college football. Oklahoma losing like they did. Texas did win. Texas Tech is always going to be a shootout. That's what Texas Tech is about. Baylor winning. I just feel like the whole college football season uneven for me because the Pac-12 is about to come back in. The Big Ten, like. How do you really figure out who's the champion at the end?
It's gonna be tough because with these short seasons and only playing in conference, I think whoever wins this year is just gonna be that's gonna have that asterisk mark to like, are they really the champions?
Right.
Because it's just gonna be so tough, just to tell.
I mean, these kids are getting COVID. Like, look at LSU. LSU, they lost, but the coach already said, like, my team had COVID. Like. Yeah. This is the season. Alabama, you better win.
Yeah. Hey, but Liberty balling right now too. Though.
Hold up, man. Hold up, man. I never did you dirty.
I mean, we doing that time for you balling too. We ain't even got no sports, so I mean,
all right. Liberty
football team balling right now, though. For real.
Okay, it is. Okay, it is. Oh, we appreciate it. Okay, I really don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that school as right now.
It be your own folks.
It does. It be your own folks. Because I know Baylor. You better not send your daughter down there. You better watch out. At least the chancellor looking at his own wife. you know. But I don't want to talk about Liberty.
Look, I was just talking about sports. I wasn't even talking about the president. I
don't speak of Liberty right now. And that's why the producer like, wow, he went there, wow. That's messed up. We can talk about Michigan. They gonna have a good season. You gonna bring up? We can talk about Jackson State. How Deion, right? Yeah, but you want to bring up Liberty?
Look, I bring them up because I just seen their highlights and they looked pretty good. Okay. They was out there. Buckshot Cavalry was throwing them long passes. They looked good, man.
Well, Jackson State. There you go. Let's talk about Michigan, and then Deion going to Jackson State. I think
that was big.
I think that's big for Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
But Deion is going to promote the mess out of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to, and he's gonna recruit. He already getting a couple of these kids who were at those big schools. He bring them back to Jackson State. Y'all better get ready because he did the same thing at TC City Hill, but the TAPS, the private schools, complained so much about him. That's why he said, "I'm done. I'm good." Because he did his thing. They win championships, but they ain't like it. They were upset because he can recruit.
Oh yeah, another thing, like now he brought T.O. on staff. He got Warren Sapp on staff.
Emmitt talking about he like to be the running backs coach.
Yeah, he bringing Hall of Famers down there to coach. So that's
So gonna be tough. And we'll see if they really come down there. I don't know about T.O. going down there like that.
I know Emmitt really wanted to go down there, and Warren Sapp did. But T.O., I don't think the T.O. rumor was too true.
Because you gotta have people that gonna follow what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not do their own thing. You don't need T.O. getting down there grandstanding on you, embarrassing you. Because for Deion, if he goes south, he doesn't get another shot. He's not like Steve Nash. But if he does it right, Florida State, who lost again, going to give him a holler.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is really the Jackson State thing is to get to Florida State to me.
Right.
And when they offered him before, I thought Florida State offered him a coaching position before. I could be wrong. I know it wasn't a head coaching position.
I know it was discussions.
Okay.
And all that's about the boosters.
Yeah.
And I think some people didn't believe in Deion. If Deion make Jackson State that kind of team, Florida State gonna be calling him big time because they lost all their luster. No one talk about Florida State like they used to.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we got all the way there. So we moved all past that. You just went here. Both my little hurts. Talk about Liberty and the Cowboys. Both my hurts this week. But anyway,
I wasn't trying to.
It's all good. It's all good, man.
I was just trying to get out the Cowboys.
And you talk bad about Lucas. So you're hurtful today, AJ. You're hurtful.
I know Lucas ain't good.
That short stubby knife, the one right in the side.
Right. It's all dull and stuff. You got jacked home.
Lucas ain't never been good.
Oh.
What?
Wow.
Man, that means you was faking it all those times?
Hey, I'm a Pearls man.
That's really what Jason's good for. Jason, he's gonna expose it all.
No,
right.
Because I like Golden Chick better. I mean, not Golden Chick, Golden Corral and
Jason's like the alcohol in the wound.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see what they said. Golden. See, that's a conversation by itself, though. Golden Corral or Luby's.
Luby's. See,
I don't think you can. I think it's a Golden Corral first conversation. Luby's is.
Okay.
You get your meal. You know what?
Oh, both terrible.
And you know what? The producer's children will raise off Luby's. Everyone loves Luby's. You like, can we go to Luby's? So don't fake the funk on the TV. Let's keep it real.
That means the next meal at Luby's before they close, he can be looking everybody in the eye to see you food good.
Right.
You sure?
Right.
Oh,
right. I'm saying I pay for Joker to eat with me at Luby's. I will never pay for another meal for AJ at Luby's.
What?
Never. You told me it's terrible. I'm not gonna pay for a meal for you to eat.
I ain't gonna eat it.
It's 93-yard kick return by the Ravens defense.
Yeah.
What's the score?
It's about to be 10-13, Kansas City.
It's gonna be a high scoring affair tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm up.
It's Eddie Clyde, fellas. I appreciate y'all. I've been thoroughly hurt through this. Every time, this is how I end the show. Hurt by AJ, hurt by Jason. Jermaine gave me a little hope that he came down to the altar and he said, but I don't want him to act like one of those bootleg Christians. You know, they come down that Sunday, they don't see him for a couple months. Then they talk outside talking bad about the church. When we outside talking bad about the Cowboys, you with us, you with us. It's a hard life.
Right.
That's my brother last week who was somebody said, and one of the things I was reading, he said, I've been an Atlanta fan. I said, that's a hard life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a hard life. I got some rings I could talk about, some glory days, but every time it's a bad, upset something. That's a hard life. The life is a hard life.
They come out swinging and nothing to show for it.
Yes. So next week gonna be a big showcase. So we'll see how it goes down. Any predictions? And we're gonna close out the show.
Who the Cowboys playing?
The Browns. The Saints play the Lions. The Saints will be playing the Lions.
I think the Lions will upset the Saints.
Wow, that will be huge.
I think so too, because Drew Brees been off lately badly.
That would be.
Yeah, they just need to go ahead and put in Jameis Winston.
And I think the Cowboys will beat the Browns, man. That's a given. If we don't beat the Browns, then I'm gonna start wondering about the season.
Well, I know as they say, go Browns. I know my prediction next week for the Rams versus the Giants.
Oh, the Rams.
The Rams will win. 4. Yes, it's gonna be the Giants will keep their perfect record. 0-4. 0-4. I'm
did say Luby's is still open, right?
And the Broncos, now I don't know, the Jets might get a win next week because the Broncos are terrible too. John Elway need to lose his job too. There's one more dude that needs to lose his job. But anyway, I'm out. Y'all done heard me. Petty. No, the producer Petty, the brother-in-law Petty, the good friend is Petty. This normally I get on Jermaine about the hate, but it's all of y'all.
Wow.
And it's hurtful. I'm gonna cry after the show. Talk about Luby's bad. That was rough. Anyway, this show is over, y'all. Y'all done hurt me so bad. Y'all give them a salute. Thank y'all. I don't see y'all later. I can't believe y'all talk about Luby.